Here's the bottom line.
Here's the bottom line.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
Get to the bottom of this.
We've got to get to the bottom of this.
The bottom line on the Mark Cox Show.
That's the only way we're going to get to the bottom of this.
That's the bottom line.
Truth! You can't handle the truth.
All right. Hey, tell you what, my guest today is Charlie Tuna. Charlie, how are you, my friend?
I'm great. Congrats to you on your new show, and as well as Annie Fry, two wonderful people.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. It's very kind. It's good to have you back in the studio.
I love being on conservative radio.
You do? Yeah, that's right, because we educate you and we get you pointed in the right direction.
That's right. I know which way to drive
now. We always try to do our best when we get you on here, Charlie, to instruct you in those areas where you've swerved off to the left a little bit, and we try to get you. We try to get you back in line, right?
Okay, I'll follow your lead.
Absolutely. So we've been having a debate here today about this case, this existing case that the judge announced today wouldn't throw out against Governor Eric Greitens. I've argued that it's a political persecution. Not that the governor doesn't have a variety of issues he's brought down on his own head. This particular one is a situation where nobody's heard of this charge in years. It was pulled out of nowhere, and it has been prosecutorially mishandled from the beginning. And I don't understand. I guess there's such a high standard to throw a case out of court that the judge, for some reason, didn't think it had met that. But I'm sorry, you withhold evidence from the defense. You bring in prosecutors, special prosecutors from outside of the state. It just stinks, in my opinion. What's your take on it?
I'm going to shock you right now.
What's that? You agree with me?
I agree with you. I support Governor Greitens. I'm a true Democrat. But I think it's a total witch hunt, the whole event. I understand some of the priorities they're going after. He's got great representation in the legal sense. But this is a total witch hunt. I'm serious.
This particular case regarding the extramarital affair you think is a witch hunt?
Part of that I really do. I wish they would have thrown the case out. I knew that was not going to happen. They were reaching them, but a good attorney has to go for that. I'm looking at the circuit attorney's office. They wanted this case to go to trial during the elections closer to November. So part of this whole case stinks.
So the interesting part of this, now that the case is going forward, is were you able to read any of the testimony that the House Legislative Committee put out? So it's 25 pages long. I read through all of it. On about page 24, you come to a line where the ex-husband, who really is the one that carried the ball in this case in terms of getting the story to the media, he's tried repeatedly for a year and a half to get somebody to do this story, basically testified in this hearing that somebody, undisclosed, had paid him $15,000 to cover his legal expenses to bring this case forward. But the Legislative Committee didn't seem to have the investigative journalism skills to ask him who that was. He didn't identify who it was. So in court, he's going to have to admit to who that is. It's going to be very interesting to find out who's been footing the bill for this whole thing.
It may come as a complete shocker in a sense when we find out what's happening. That part of this case also, too, leads me to believe what the heck is happening now. Now, with the wife, his ex-wife testifying that maybe she didn't know what she saw, or she didn't hear something right there. This case, I'm going to tell you, when it goes to trial, and you got Edward Dow and a Scott Rosenblum on your team, they're going to find out who paid him this $15,000. Let me tell you what. I've been knowing Scott Rosenblum for over 30 years. I knew him before he was the superstar he is now. They're going to eat this case up. It's going to be made for TV, and the real truth will come out for Governor Greitens. A lot of people will call my show, well, how do you support that man? I'll tell you another reason why I support Greitens. And when I tell you this, and I'm going to go back on the other side.
I knew it was coming. I was just waiting for it.
He supported President Barack Obama in 2008 and 2012 as well. I don't know.
So he was originally a Democrat. So you're going to give him your support.
I'm going to give him a little pass. Yeah, I'm going to give him a pass.
I think that before the end of my first week on the morning show next week, there will be additional criminal charges brought by this prosecutor down here against him because of what Josh Hawley said yesterday.
Absolutely.
So that's going to. I mean, I liken that to the fact that if you've if you played cards very much in Texas Hold'em, she had a losing hand, but she got the one card she needed on the river that's going to give her the win here, maybe the full house. Because even if this was going to get kicked out, which now it's not, now she's got yet another criminal case she can bring against him. I don't know how much longer he can survive that onslaught.
I don't know how much longer he can, too, because his party, the Democrats now are coinciding and getting together with a few Republicans now to try to get him out of office. But I hope he does not. They're going to try to get him impeached, and I hope it doesn't happen before the trial is over. But I hope he sticks and stays when the real truth comes out. What's your take, though, on the circuit attorney here from St. Louis? I know this is your show, but I want to ask you that question.
I've said it. I've said it many times. I thought that Kim Greitens got elected on a reform platform supported by George Soros and Lacey Clay and a lot of folks who want to see changes to our criminal justice system, as in lesser penalties for crimes, holding people less accountable for their crimes. I think that's the platform she ran on. So what does she do as soon as she gets in office? She's got dozens, maybe hundreds of murders on her hands, many of them unsolved, but we're wasting precious resources to prosecute the governor for something that might have been a dream 3 years ago.
The one part of Kim Gardner that I do like and why she was put in place, a lot of Afro-Americans in this city were unjustly prosecuted. And one of the main reasons why she probably got that job and was elected, that was one of the main reasons. But she does have a lot of cases. But this thing is something with Greitens is sticking in her craw. And now, with them saying they're going to go ahead and go with the trial now she's got more steam, and we're going to have some other things that are going to be coming out in the next week.
Right.
They're coming.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
They already know about it. They're coming.
You have inside knowledge on that? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. Matter of fact, I'm just getting something right now.
Oh, are you really?
Yes.
What's it say? So so more charges are coming against Greitens?
Yes, they are.
Well, I suspected it. When's it going to happen?
Oh,
he's reading it right now.
I just got a picture.
Oh,
boy.
Yeah, don't show that.
No, don't show
that. He's showing Victoria Babu the picture. This would make good television, but not good radio. So you think he's going to get charged with something in the next week?
Yes.
Something else. It doesn't surprise me.
And then something else will come after that.
But so here's my case. So Jennifer Joyce was the circuit attorney here for a long. It's an elected position. Right. She had to run for re-election. What do you think? She decided not to run again, and then an African American got elected. So I don't know if you could argue that she got elected on a mandate because people were wrongfully prosecuted.
Well, that with the way things are happening now with social media and the way things are happening with Afro-American males in this city, it came a point where the community had to get out and show their support for an Afro-American woman. They made sure to sense that she was going to treat everybody fairly. Jennifer Joyce, I knew her. People just didn't trust her.
You think but you agree she's not treating Greitens fairly?
No, I do not think she is. No, I really don't.
You think race plays a role in that?
That I don't know.
Just politics.
Politics, which plays in the race.
Well, I guess
right?
you can make that argument, right?
That's right.
Yeah?
It plays in there.
Hey, Charlie, where can people hear you these days?
Still 590 Monday through Thursday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Every Friday from 10 to 12 with Frank Cusimano on 590. And occasionally with you when you have me back.
You give Frank my best. I like him a lot.
I will see him tomorrow, and I really get him upset.
Frank and I are both celebrating our 25th year in the media here in St. Louis this year. Because I saw him run a story on Channel 5 the other day that it was his 25th anniversary on the air at KSDK.
Wow, that's pretty good. It's my 43rd.
Pretty impressive. 43 years.
It's 43 for me.
Congratulations.
But I'm younger.
You're getting younger. That's
younger.
perfect.
I'm getting young. Coming in here makes me younger.
Younger, smarter. Mm-hmm. See, then better. That's it. Yeah. Charlie, thank you.
Hope to see you again.
Always good to see you, my friend. 314